Okay, little Jonathan. You want to know why I do my videos outside? Because I don't think you listen to me, bud. I have nowhere in my house to go and be alone and do my videos. There's nowhere for me to go and hide. You should see my house. It's humongous. And I think God wants it that way anyways. I feel better when I'm out in nature, and it makes me feel a bit better connection with God. Some call it downloads. I don't know. I come out here and ask him what he wants me to do. I think he's telling me that to stop trying looking out for everybody else all the time. It's time to take care of your own problems. Not worry about up churches, because obviously he's taking care of his own. It's time for me to try and do another video. Maker for Troy Solinger. And hopefully you find people out there. If I give you the phone number, we'll find out if I'm crazy or not. You'll take the time, give Troy a phone call. I'm quite sure if he's concerned about my mental health, like he tells everybody, he wouldn't mind taking a call. So I'm going to make a video for Troy one more time. Because God's telling me it's time to let Troy know he's just entered the Karma Dome. And it's time for me to show the people that hurt me, not to seek vengeance on them, but let them know that their actions have repercussions. But the good part is they get to teach other people a lesson. People get to see that people like this exist and they affect our lives. And we don't even know it. Like, I know that guy bugging me about being at the church isn't a big thing. Like, everybody thinks it's not a big thing, but is that really a Christian way to do things? Like even if I was like, I look like a junkie or something like that, wouldn't you approach that person and maybe ask them why they were back behind the church and why they weren't coming inside? I don't know. That to me makes more sense, but it's called hate. Doesn't look like it, but it is. They're so disgusted about me being behind the church that they gotta be sneaky about it. Why would you care if you know I'm going back here and you see me and you know that I'm not up to no good? Like, that's what I get. Instead of being inviting, you make it. So what if there's some person on their last legs and they're coming because they're hearing about God, but they don't want to step in a church? Maybe the first step's to keep coming to a church and doing what I do and speaking to God, and maybe they'll get some answers. Or maybe they'll get brave enough to go in there. No, that dude could have been somebody's last straw, where they were like, I'm not even welcome at a fucking church. How do you think that would affect somebody? A place that's supposed to be the most inviting place. Even it's shit. Like, if I had to guess, if this is the end times, it ain't looking good for most people. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised if they decide to do the awakening. If they decide to take a look at what's going on around them and inside of them. God says the only way is through the truth. The beginning of the Bible tells you it's God and the Word. What other word is there that makes sense? There's only the truth. That's why Yeshua was the truth and the way. Like, this is weird to tell you guys this shit. Show who I am, because you guys are scared of who you are, so you're gonna project all your fucking feelings back at me. But anyways, yeah, I think it's time I deal with Troy Solinger and my police department, the Ministry of Labor, Premier of Ontario, the hospital. Here's the thing, you guys think that this is a joke. And I worry that I'm not doing the right thing by God. No, why should I feel that way when all I want to do is get you guys to see what's going on with the children and going on with you? I don't get it. Anyways, I fucking hate doing these, and I want to get the guts to do one for Troy Solinger because he's fucked either way. I'll tell you why. Because either his actions have drove me crazy, and he actually did actions that would have killed me if I wasn't stronger, whether or not I was crazy. Because if what he did affected my life so greatly that it drove me so crazy to try and figure out what's going on in the world, I'm supposed to accept. Bop, 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 wake up. Biden laptop. You're supposed to make me think in any world that the Biden laptop should be acceptable and that that man should not be questioned at all. Your president should be the most open man in the whole world. Why is it all right for him to want to surveil you, but when you question him, no, not even talking to reporters. And they're set up for him. Not all of them, but most of them. He's a bumbling idiot. To sit fucking I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, you guys do know I think Trump is part of this too, right? You guys all know that story, don't you? Like, even if Trump's not. Because I've said the whole time, I've got questions on him too, but who knows what he had to fucking go through just to get done what he did. Can't just go into a place of guns a-blazing and take out the Deep South right away. You gotta get right in there and know what you're dealing with first. But Trump's a racist, but nobody can play a clip of it. Isn't that funny? But I can find a lot of non-racist clips. Those must be part of the stage show, though. Who knows? I could always be wrong, though, but... You don't know what it's like to be chosen, so you guys can't understand, I guess. And we say we're here to help you guys, and you scream back, you think you're better than us? Oh, why? No, we don't. We just think we're levels above, and we'd like to bring you to our level so that you get to play in the next movie. Do you know what it's like sitting here thinking that something huge is gonna happen and that you're a major part of it? It'll put a fucking feeling in your tummy. And the bad thing is I don't feel bad for myself. I feel bad for fucking humankind. Because it lost its kindness. And its truthfulness. To be nice. To make someone feel good. Because they're living a lie. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, Little Johnson, this just started off as you want to know, and I like answering questions why I come outside. I like a lot of spots too where I can hear the water. That's all I can hear is just the water. That's why I like the park. There's just a little tiny waterfall, and I like to stand there and sometimes do my only lie. Which shouldn't be a lie, but it is a lie. And a lie is a lie. It's a lie to just a few people, though. But then again, it's a fucking lie. We're forced to lie all the time. I had to do it in court. I had to lie. The guy made me lie. When I tried explaining to him, I'd had previous conversations anyways. Like, they make you lie. It's so terrible. I still can't wait to prove myself on that one, I'll tell you. That one haunts my dreams still. Heading towards those people that were protected by a line of cars, but still when you see the people. And then when someone tries to sue you over it, and you're like, they've had career-ending injuries. Okay. Hurting time for money or anything? It took you 2 fucking years to figure something like that out? Oh my, whoa. But this is the way the cookie crumbles these days. you get what you can get, right? I mean, think about it. Do you think Dagburn would take a settlement from Upchurch? Like, if Upchurch actually offered him $100,000, do you think fucking Dagburn would fucking yep. But yeah, didn't Dagburn say that though? Didn't he come out and say Upchurch offered him $100,000 to go away? Because Upchurch is going to be willing to pay $100,000 for Dagburn. But anyways, before I leave, I'm going to leave you with this. My heart does break for the Dagburns. I'm telling you, when they do those little duets on her channel, it almost makes me vomit. Because when they find out it's the Great Awakening and people are going to start watching those videos and how hypocritical and fucking how stupid they are. I mean, they are fucking dumb. I feel sorry for that girl. Please, no one, don't go after that kid. Don't go after that kid. If you find out it's the Great Awakening and people start seeing the fucking Dagburns for what they are, do not fucking bother that child. Just think of what's been programming that child is those two fucking idiots. A child's gonna go through enough. But at least she'll see what a fucking lie she's living. Living with fucking two fucking psychopathic morons who would say anything about anybody if there was a fucking price tag attached to it. Or they could get some attention. Fucking brutal, those two fucking idiots. I don't talk about people's children, but I mean, Dagburn's the one that brings them up, and it's fucking clear that his son has zero fucking respect for him. But yet he can sit there and fucking tell Ryan how he should fucking act towards his mother when he has no idea how to be a father. So how in the fuck would he know what a fucking mother's supposed to be like? Oh, but he always fought with his mother, but at the end but yet he's fucked. That guy is, I told him, Little Johnson, fucking go tell him. I warned that little fucking brown pant, cock-sucking little fucking douchebag. I told him, I warned him this was coming, man. I warned him a million times. You wait and see. When you go through my correspondence with him, you wait and see what a big old piece of shit he fucking looks like. Wait and see the opportunity that he missed out on. Wait and see the opportunity that he missed out on. Because he's too big of a fucking douchebag to fucking open his heart and open his mind. Because I never would have said anything crazy to him. I would have fucking told him what I thought and why I thought it and if he could fucking show me any different. But instead, that motherfucker went on video saying he'd fucking trashed this little retard. Well, I warned him. I told him. I said, you called me that, bud. You're going to go down. You're going to chase me one day, Dagburn. You're going to chase me. He is going to chase me. I'm telling you. But don't come anywhere near me, Dagburn. I'm telling you. This is the thing. You know I ain't scared of fuck all. Because I know who my father is. And I know if anybody fucking touches or fucking hurts me, she's game over. She'll be game over. That goes for all the 144,000. We are so freaking protected. And guess what? The elites know it. They know it. Like the super high ones. The little Rockefellers. And did you know? I can't remember if I put it to YouTube or not, but in Arizona, there's this place where this Rockefeller fella, owns like what they call the center of the earth, and they make people go in this pyramid and put their foot in and make a wish, and then they have to sign a contract afterwards. That's just kind of freaking weird that, like, the Rockefellers, they own this whole area. Yeah, it's like a whole, like, maybe, I don't know, it seems kind of weird, because these two girls were like on Joe Rogan. They were on Joe Rogan talking about this. That's kind of odd, eh? You guys know about those little elitist clubs, right? Where they do rituals and shit like that. You know, the ones that Alex Jones was telling everybody out. What's the name of those places? Willow Grove or something Grove or something like that. And they do this weird shit, all the elites and stuff like that. Like almost satanic. It's kind of weird, but did you guys ever look into that stuff? Yeah, there's actual footage. Yeah, ex-presidents and all sorts of stuff. Oh yeah, it's like the Skulls. You ever watch the movie The Skulls or whatever it is? Yep. Kind of like that stuff. Can you imagine if that stuff is real, eh? Israel? What is real? Jesus is of what is real. Because Yeshua was the truth. So if you're not living within him and looking for the truth, then you're living is fake. And if you live in is fake, you bake. But if you go to Israel, you get a good deal. Just saying. Being yourself, your genuine. Like, this is the thing I'm asking you guys to help me out and fucking spread the word. Like, do you not understand? We can beat the elites just by spreading the word. Hey, would it hurt to give it a try, boys? You don't have to do it for God. If you've got your heart set on hell, at least go for the truth, bud. Do you not understand that if we were to do this, we could find out the whole truth of everything? Like, really, would you think, I think, maybe it's just the way I think. I just think that everybody should think like me, and then, holy smokes, and be a whole brand new world. We destroy these folks in 3 days, man. Boom, done. 3 days of their darkness, not ours. Shit would come to the light. Flish the script on those sons of bitches. We would. I can't do nothing without the little people. I need the little people. Jeez, anyways, I gotta go. I'm getting all hyped up, thinking we can destroy Bill Gates. Do you see what they're trying to do with Bill Gates right now? They're trying to set him up nicely. Woo! Too much dealings with Jeffrey Epstein. So you know what they did? They planted a story, I think, on Bill having an affair. Well, I'm not saying the affair wasn't real, but with this 20-year-old bridge player. And supposedly Epstein was holding that over Bill Gates' head. Oh, yeah, I bet. You know why they planted that story? So that Bill has to come forward and admit that he was a bad guy, even though he's a divorce now. And that was his fucking dealings with Epstein. And he was being blackmailed. And fuck that dude, man. Fuck that dude. You guys are smarter than that, right? You guys get what they're doing, right? You get it, right? You get it. Like, they plan a story to cause a diversion, to make you think another way than the actual reality of the situation, because we know there's lots of documented cases with Epstein and Bill. And I'm quite sure it wasn't over. I'm quite sure it wasn't over a divorce. Especially when the wife said that it was because of Epstein that they got divorced. You guys get how this doesn't make sense. I mean, I get how it makes sense. See, I can, as being a human being and being like you guys, I know how to walk into the darkness and see how they'd be able to do things and bring it to the light. That's all I'm doing. I'm just bringing some stuff to the light for you guys. If you decide to fucking accept this operation someday, join the Truth Army. Don't have to be, you guys can call yourselves anything you want. Be part of something bigger. We'll be part of the Truth Army. And if we find out the truth, that it's Yeshua, then we become the Yeshua Army. But then again, if we find out if it's Jesus, then we become the Jesus Army. But then again, if we find out if no such feller existed, we give all the glory to God, because that's who gets the glory, whether or not Jesus and Yeshua are just a way to God. They said to the Father. Just saying. I think those are the downloads I'm getting, but remember, sometimes they get scrambled up. I got PTSD, but I think I'm bang on. I don't know a lot, but I can be talked out of it if anybody wants to tell me I don't have a connection with God and prove it to me. But don't tell me there's not a God, though. That's the fucking stupid part. When you tell me there's not a God, you are just stupid. Like, look around you. Something created this. Are we in a computer? Are we in a petri dish? Are we in the eye of a blue-eyed giant? I don't know. But I want to find out, and I need your help to find out. But first of all, we have to kick some bad guys' ass. That won't take very long, but they'll have all the information. I'm telling you. They do. They have it all. There's a reason they're the way they are, and I don't understand it, because the big deception is they've all been deceived. What they think they get, they have no call over. It tells you in the Bible, Judgment Day, God will judge all. So I just want to make sure people are prepared for Judgment Day, whether it's 3 days from now or 600 years from now. Who knows? But I think they should be ready.